Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and it's time for once again for one of my episode reviews of the latest Cooking with Valkyries, Honkai Impact 3rd Cooking with Valkyries anime episode. This one's Season 2, Episode 3. Oh god. It's something to do with tapas, which I'll explain in a little bit. Anyway, we start off, we hear someone talk about how she picked up a camera from the school and she's not good at doing it. It ends up, it's Rita. Now, she's saying that she's always, she enjoys welcoming the new roommates because apparently there's a new roommate coming in. And if it's anything from what's from a picture I took from later on, that new roommate is certain someone. And she's actually recording Fuhua doing Himeko's hair. Himeko looks nice with her hair down. Okay. And of course that is a picture, and for someone who has not done photo photography, apparently Rita did a really good job on this picture. Anyway, then of course Kiana's in the kitchen. She's making something, and she wants Rita to come film her doing it. Himeko's worried that she's going to be, she's in the kitchen all by herself. Fuhua says it's okay. I gave her the recipe. It's an easy recipe. And of course, Rita says, "Don't worry, I'll go check." And of course, when Rita's got like a shot of the pot where she has it, but of course, Kiana's got to be like, "Hey, give me a close up first," She gets into the shot. So you got she's talking about how May's gonna be so astonished by what she made. Meanwhile, it's like you got Rita just sitting there, just really being intent on this whole thing, and it turns out like that. Not what Kiana wanted. So, and she, as you can see from the shot right there, Rita's still being like, "Okay, I'm gonna keep on this shot here." And of course, this was what Fuhua had sent her, and Rita's being all, "Should I keep zooming in?" And of course, one of my favorite bits in these series is every time she gets a chance, Bronya calls Kiana Irioka. Then she was all like, don't say anything, just don't mention it." Rita's still focused on the ruined masterpiece, and Bronya gets up and says, "Go help May." And this is the visual recipe of the usual visual recipe of the episode, and it's called Freestyle Tapas. That's the name of it, Freestyle Tapas. Of course, she says tapas is a famous snack in Spanish cuisine. That's what May says. And she does the various you can do various combinations and make something good. And this is a bit of a foreshadowing here. So, okay. And she takes Kiana leaves the whole thing May leaves the whole thing of making something to Kiana, and Kiana takes a piece of savory Spanish ham, some honeydew, and wraps it up like that. She gets of course she's excited. She made this. Bronya says it doesn't appear edible. Rita takes a bit, and she takes a bite. She says it's actually pretty good. Then Bronya Miss Castellano didn't make dark fusion food today. She says one of the things that's good with this is to blend sweetness and saltiness perfectly. That's what she said that her thing did. And they took a bite, and they really liked it. And Kiana says she's a genius. Of course, making just one thing and making it good doesn't really make it a genius. But of course, according to Kiana, it is. So she runs out to take one piece of it to May and drops it on the floor. Runs back, comes back out with another one, and this makes me think, quite a few actually. This makes me think of the whole they're in a relationship kind of thing. So, yeah. Anyway, back on the story. Bronya is inside, and she's trying to pair ingredients that she thinks would be a. She's trying to pair ingredients, and she can't. But Rita says that what you want to do is you want to make sure it's something you want to have with whom you want to share it with. And Bronya only thinks she only wants to share it with one person. Of course, like I said earlier, they're expecting new roommates. I'm thinking we're going to be seeing Sele. Of course, we've got Sele right there. So, Sele's on her way in, apparently. So, Bronya takes some chorizo, pickled olives. She takes a taste of it, and she says it's actually pretty good. Salty the sourness of olives balance out the spiciness of the chorizo. And of course, being the culinary expert, if you can't see right, but I'm doing air quotes. The culinary expert, Kiana, comes in and says she's making something, and she's not as good as hers. Bronya goes, yeah, you just bases yours was just dumb luck. And she says, you can't compete with ultra cooking. There's only two people with ultra cooking instincts in this group here, and that's May and Rita. Rita, of course, they ask Rita for some kind of combination. Rita goes, let's see, how about tomato and buffalo matzah? And then she looks over at Kiana, looks over at May. May goes, yeah, I already did that, but keep it quiet. And she says, I'll just keep it to myself. And as you can see, this was actually, if you remember that image earlier from Kiana making some combination, this is that combination. So she decided to keep it to herself. And May, this is a really nice picture of May. Given what's been happening lately in the game, this seeing something like this of May just gets me, you know. But May then talks about how it's best to experience it the first time yourself, or else you'll miss out on all the surprises. Then of course the end credits part has them getting stuff ready, and you can see behind the counter that little counterpart there. You see right there, you see a camera. That's Rita, of course, recording the thing. You got Kiana and Bronya. Then you have May. There, she's tasting something. It's nice. It tastes real good. Then Kiana's sitting there making something. Bronya's like, oh geez, what's she gonna do? And she holds out two long skewers with food on it. And Bronya's reaction was basically mine. Okay, I'm like, oh man. Then of course she's sitting there waving her around. It looks like yep, that's the Randall. She's thinking of, she's acting like the Randall. Okay, and Bronya's all like, no, and Rita's still recording the whole thing. And then you see Fuhua and Kimeko come in. She's still playing around. Bronya's all like, oh no, and thankfully Fuhua blocks it. And May comes in, drags her away, and of course you see Rhea still filming the whole thing. And then of course you have the recipe itself of the episode. All in all, I think this was a pretty good episode. You have Kiana being Kiana, Bronya being Bronya, Rita being Rita, everyone being themselves basically. And it was great. Okay, another good one by Mihoyo. Guys, keep it up. Until next time, this is LolJ saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.